Hey, how are my 2020 winter subscribers doing? It's Angie from YB Urban, and I'm just here to do the March reveal for the subscription packs. So, a few moments ago, or depending on when you're watching this, earlier, I posted a video on how to use the resin and charcoal pack. So, you're going to get a pack that looks either like this or like this, depending on when I ran out of the clear plastic ones. And this is Opopanics resin and charcoal tabs. And don't eat it. It's not trail mix like my daughter thought. So there, make sure you watch that video and let me know if you have any questions about how to use that, either with or without the Shavasana essential oil blend. And let's get going. Let's visit this pack. I'm really excited about this one, and I can tell you guys are too by the comments that you've been leaving on the photos and this descriptions on the Facebook group page. So thank you so much for that. That's so encouraging. I'm so excited to get this into your guys' hands. So here's your first item. This is the Peppermint and Tea Tree Shampoo Bar. So this is a rework from last time. The last bar, as I said a little bit earlier on the page, was a Castile soap based bar, and my only experience with shampoo bars prior to this was a soap-based bar. I used to wear dreadlocks about 7 years ago, and I picked up a handmade soap bar to use to clean my scalp and the hair. So I always assumed that soap was okay, but doing more research, I found that it's really important to try to match the pH, the hair and scalp's natural pH when formulating hair care products. And so the pH of soap generally falls right in the middle, right around a neutral 7. And the hair and scalp really prefers a 4.5 to 5.5, something a little bit more acidic. And if we don't match that pH, it's going to lead to brittleness and lack of shine and just overall lack of health over time. So the fact that you used that bar a couple times probably didn't do a lot of harm to your hair. But if you were to use it as your regular shampoo bar going forward, it just wouldn't be the right thing. And so I like to do the right thing, and so I formulated this bar, which is 100% sulfate free, honestly and truly the first absolutely sulfate free bar I have seen anywhere. I was beginning to actually wonder, by researching other companies which seem to have really high quality products, whether or not it was actually possible to make a sulfate free shampoo bar. But I did it. So I'm really excited about this. The surfactant ingredients that are in there are very gentle. They're actually preferred for infant and child products. They're that gentle. And then there's also cocoa butter in there and amber extract and the essential oils of peppermint and tea tree for a little bit of tingle and that nice uplifting scent. So I'm really excited to hear how you guys like that one. Next on, we had the Shavasana Essential Oil Blend. So this one has been on my mind for a really long time, but it came together really different than I was expecting it to when I first started thinking about how to do a blend that would be like the perfect final meditation to your yoga practice blend, which is what Shavasana actually means. It is that final relaxation pose that we take on our back at the end of our yoga class to kind of ground us down, bring the mind to this place of peace and calm, and really become that final meditation blend. So that was the goal with this blend, was to mimic or create something that was just the perfect scent for that moment. And I didn't know a lot about vetiver and neroli at the time when I first started thinking about this, but as I got to know them, I realized that they had to go into this blend because both are extremely calming. Vetiver is a very deep, smoky smelling oil. Sometimes it's actually called lava oil, and it really does have that smokiness to it. And it may, right out of the bottle or at first smell, not be your favorite, but I highly encourage you to spend some time with this oil. Take the deep breaths, let it get into your system, and really reflect on how it makes you feel. Because I've gone through some periods of anxiety where I will literally keep that vetiver right next to me, and it is my go-to, and it immediately makes me feel very calm and grounded in those moments. So even if it's not your thing right off the bat, stay with it, give it some time, spend some time with it, and see what you think. And I'm excited to hear your thoughts on that. Here we have the Breathe Happy Shower Steamer. And shower steamers, if you've never used one before, are similar to bath bombs. They have that fizzy effervescence when the water hits them. The difference between this and my bath truffles is that my bath truffles are like luxury steroid bath bombs. Like they have so much skin nutrient ingredients in them, and they fizz so slowly, like they stay in your bath, and what your skin feels like after soaking in all of that goodness is pretty amazing. This doesn't have that because you wouldn't experience it, so it would all just kind of go to waste. And so this is a really simple recipe and a really simple blend. And what you do with this is you just place it on your shower floor or like on the shelf next to you, someplace that gets wet but not in the direct stream of the water. And what will happen is the water will hit it, it'll splash up onto it or come at it from underneath, and it'll start to fizz, and all of that effervescence will draw those essential oils out and into the steam of the shower, and then you'll get this really spa-like experience. This particular blend, the Breathe Happy, is really respiratory supportive, so it's going to open up those airways, allow you to take super deep breaths, and then the scent is also really energizing and uplifting, so it's perfect for that early morning shower. So excited to hear your thoughts on that one. And this one is our Hibiscus Lip Tint. So if you guys read my description, you know I'm a little on the fence about this particular formula. This was very experimental and very new for me. I've never worked with olive wax before, but I wanted to give it a try because it is a fairly clear wax. So beeswax has that little yellowish color, and a lot of the carrier oils that we use, avocado and grapeseed oil, both have kind of a greenish tint, and then like your jojoba, your argans, those have that yellowy orange tint. So I really wanted to go with all ingredients that had no color at all, and so that way they wouldn't interfere with the color of the hibiscus botanical powder that gives it that red tint. So it's olive wax, shea butter, and fraction coconut oil in this one. I would not call this a lip balm. I would call this a lip gloss, and it does have that very glossy texture to it. The color I knew going into this was probably going to be extremely subtle. I had read previously that although botanical powders can be used to color lip tints, they're not necessarily going to give the strength of color that a mica powder would. So my intention was always to do both, and I will do that. But I like to start with the most natural botanical ingredients first to give them a try, and then move on to maybe what the next best thing would be. So I'm excited to hear how you feel about the texture of this. I've tried it, and the color, I don't know. I feel like it's either extremely subtle or not even existent. I feel like the gloss might be what's kind of bringing out the natural color of my lips when I use it, which you guys might find too. Or maybe you'll find that you do get a little bit more color than you thought. So I'm a little on the fence about that one, but I am very excited to hear how you guys feel about it. So moving on, this is the Peppermint and Tea Tree Conditioner. So this product, I've spent so much time with this product, and many of you have tried it in various different forms since I started, and I appreciate you for staying with me for this long on this one particular product. Hair conditioner is not an easy feat. It's not an easy thing to formulate because it formulates really similar to a lotion, but it's not a lotion, and you don't want it to have that lotion feel. Your conditioner should have that slippery, glidey feel to it, where lotion has more of that that thicker soaking in-y feel to it. So so that's been a challenge. So I'm actually right back where I started with this one, which my first formula I loved. Everybody who tried it loved it. The problem that I had with it was I wasn't sure conditioner should go in a jar, and it was just too thick to go into a bottle, and I kept thinking, is a jar the right thing? Are people going to be okay with this? Like, are they going to get it? I don't want to make it sound like people can't get used to other things, but sometimes when things seemed a little too different, then they just kind of prefer to stay with what they know. I don't think you guys are like that. Obviously, you're all really open to trying new things, but I'm just talking more about the general population. So it was really thick when I started, and I liked that about it. And I thought that was kind of different and interesting. And the ingredients are fantastic. It's an organic aloe juice base with organic chamomile hydrosol. It's got amber extract, nettle extract, organic argan, shea nut, and hemp seed oil. Like, it's got all of these awesome ingredients in there. And I love it, but I did rework it several times to thin it out to be able to put it in a bottle, which many of you are using or have used. And I got a lot of response that, hey, I just really like that original formula. I liked it in the jar. I could get all of it out. I used less. And I think those are all great points. So this is where all that feedback comes in really, really handy. I think that you guys just brought me around to my original thought and my original concept and gave me the confidence to say, this is okay. People are liking this as much as I do, and I'm proud of it, so I'm just going to keep going with it. So I'm excited for you guys to try this. You don't need a lot. Like, don't overuse it because you just don't need to. It's going to glide through the hair really nicely. Make sure you work it into the scalp. You can leave it in for a little bit in the shower, or you can leave it in completely. Like, it can be either rinsed out or left in. Could be used as a detangler. Use it however you want and just let me know what you think. But I really feel like this is the product going forward. If you're going to buy conditioner from YB Urban, like, this is what you're going to buy, and it's going to be in this format, that jar. I mean, I'll do it in bigger ones, but you know what I mean. So, all right, guys, off you go. Test the product, enjoy it. Just remember that the feedback that you give me is everything when it comes to these subscription packs. So do not be shy. Do not hold back. Like, you guys are awesome. You've brought me so far with this this whole concept, and I enjoy so much reading all of your comments, the good, the bad, all of it. And the ways that you guys are reporting that these products are helping you is so amazing. Like, I'm so excited when I hear people say, I got my sleep back from using this product, or this has worked wonders for so many things. Like, I love that feedback. And when you tell me something wasn't good or what you would like to see better, like, that really helps me too. So of course that's equally, if not more important too. So keep it coming. Let's all just take this time to self-care overload. Like, let's pamper, let's get this done. You guys have time. I know you have time now to sit with these products and use them and offer your feedback. So, let's embrace all that. And I wish you guys the best health, happiness, love, and light, and just keep going, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.